And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
Okay, great. Stop the LACs. Check man. Let's go.
Stroud sets up the play action. They'll roll him out right. And his first look is incomplete. You look at this Saints defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. And right away, he lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Play action. Here's Stroud. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Stroud looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Demario Davis. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Ready, set.
On play action, Lance. And it's Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete there to Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. This is 2nd and 8. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. This throw caught right around the 6. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner. And that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jonathan Bernard. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now Lance. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. A short kick, but a fair catch called for. Might be second-guessing that one. They'll begin at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Stroud out of the gun here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Kamara on the read option. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. So on 4th down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans. Desmond King deep for Houston. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Steps away to his left. Olave over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Lance. Flushed out right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And some room to run now. And he'll be stopped right there at the 31. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Gets this complete to Shaheed. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it second down. Now Lance looking to change it up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. He's got room to roam. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
2nd and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The kick by Maher is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the second half with Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Lance on the option left. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A man who started collegiately in state at TCU, it's Kendre Miller. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Lance wants to change him up. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's another big-time run. And it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Marr on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Saints 17, Texans 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And somewhat surprisingly, a fair catch called for on the short kick, so no return, and they'll begin at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it, and the return will stop right around the 25.
Intercepted by the Saints. They'll take over
Off of play action, here's Lance. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now, with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Lance going to try to throw for this. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. The penalty got him half the distance to the goal down to the 1, made that try a little easier.
Yeah, without a doubt. And it opens up your playbook, doesn't it? From the 1-yard line, run, pass, do whatever you want there. And they did it successfully.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine, and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Play action. Stroud now. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Isaiah Foskey able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Stroud now to throw. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A gain of 7 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
4th down. Stroud going to try to throw for it. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Lance now on first down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Let's go.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
52.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. First target, first catch, and a first down. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a play fake. Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Play action. Now it's Lance. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On play action, Lance. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson from 21 yards away. And the Saints are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing now is Stroud. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On second down, it's Stroud. And this one too low.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Stroud sets up the play action. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. He's got it to Collins, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go now.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final shot for C.J. Stroud. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.